Nothing will stop this show! Round 1, ready, go! Burn to fight! Ready, go! Round 3, ready, go! Player 1! Burn to fight! Ready, go! KO! Who is going to take the win? Final round! Ready, go!
Come on!
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble! Winner!
相手の実力を見極められないようじゃ三流もいいとこだよ。